Guys, welcome. We are back for the watch-alongs. It is Milan against Juve. How are we all doing? Fitcom, welcome. David, welcome. We are here. We are back. We are back. Don't know why I'm so excited. To be perfectly honest, it's been a shit time for us Milan fans. Yeah. How are we feeling? Guys, get your comments in. Like, how are we actually feeling about today? Are we going to win? Like, what's the sentiment? How are we just feeling in general about the club? The links to the managers, like, what is it? Come on, guys, get your comments in. Get your comments in. Right, Steph is going to be here any second. Same, David. Yeah, I just feel a bit like, do you know what I mean? It's the first step to getting away from last week. Yeah, it's a fair point. It's a fair point. Feeling a draw. Lots of no Pategi and no Lopetegui comments. Yeah, I don't know what I think. I think he's very, very likely to be coming by the sounds of things. The one thing I think about is why Lopetegui. Yeah, I think that's going to be the dominating fact. The dominating fact. We are a couple minutes away from kickoff. I will go through the comments, but let's have a little look, ladies and gentlemen, at the starting lineups. Bear with. I'm just going to get my screen shared, and we can just discuss very quickly. What we think about the starting lineup. Let's have a look at Juve's for a change first. Let's have a look at Juve's. Let me have a look. Let me get this up. Right, guys. My God, what's going on with the one foot? What the hell? Can you guys see that? Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Vlahovic and Yildiz. Yildiz, it'd be interesting to see him up front. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Juve. I don't know if this is a common formation for them. How much Yildiz has even been playing. Tim Weah can be. I think their midfield is pretty standard to what they've been playing this season. That sort of five in the midfield, and then Danilo, Bremer, Gatti. So I think it's just the front two that's slightly different. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a quick look at Milan, guys. Giroud gets the nod. Loftus Cheek, Pulisic, Reinders, Adley. I mean, it's like whatever. Musa having to play at right back due to our injury issues and suspensions with Florenzi at left back, Chow and Gabbia and Sportiello. I mean, what the fuck? Why isn't Mike playing? I've got absolutely no idea. Is he injured? Oh, wow. I've just found out Mike got injured in the warm-up. Woo! Fuck me. This club, man. Yeah, so what the fuck? Yeah, Divi, welcome, guys. Welcome, by the way. It's nice to be back. Obviously, this is a big game. No one cares at this point, let's be honest. The sentiment for this season is like, let's get it finished. But this is sort of the last quote unquote big game we have in the season left. And we beat Juve. I think we're pretty set to get second place. And that's the only reason why we're kind of here today, because like pretty shit, isn't it? The game has kicked off. So, Divi, thank you. Chiesa usually plays for Yildiz and they usually play with Kenny. So, a couple of changes, but again, not really massively sure on how Juve operate. Adolfo, welcome. Thanks for joining. Optimistic 2-1, but no trust for Terracciano. He's not playing. He's not starting anyway. David, Lopetegui, there's a whole other issue. Yeah, guys, get your thoughts in just generally, like on how you're feeling. Not confident for Chow versus Yildiz and Vlahovic. Only way I see a clean sheet is if Gabbia becomes Prime Maldini. Bear with me, my cat's doing something. I don't trust those noises. The game has kicked off, by the way. We are kicked off. Okay. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologise. Right. We got to sell Mike at this point. Yeah, defo. I think he's definitely the one that we're looking at selling. Right. Let me get this. I'm going to stop presenting and get the ticker on. Bear with me. I don't know where Steph is. Maybe he can't be asked. I wouldn't blame him, to be honest. Right. Let's get this sorted. Can you guys tell me, because I've kind of I've kind of been off the Milan news for a few days, to be honest. It'd be nice to see how is Lopetegui genuinely coming? I don't know the latest. I'll ask Steph when he joins finally. But is that why you guys are all talking about it? Is it because he is definitely coming? I have absolutely no idea. Right. What's going on with Benacer? Good question, guys. Good question. Just get your thoughts in. We've got some people think we're going to win. Some people think we're going to lose. 3-0 to Juve. I don't understand what that picture is, by the way. Don't ask any questions. But your wife's sexual partner, Steph. Welcome. Hello, young man.
What questions did I just walk into?
Oh, there's this guy on our comments with you'll see it on the right hand side. I don't know if you can have access to the comments, but he's got a very interesting profile picture, which I don't think I should show on screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, he's saying 3-0 to Juve. What are your thoughts, Steph? What are your thoughts? Are we winning this game?
Nah, it's going to end in a draw for me.
Yeah, draw I think a draw.
Our defense is trash, but they're still Allegri.
Well.
They're still Allegri.
And it's going to be a shit game. I can tell you that for free.
Oh yeah. They're going to sit deep. They're not going to give Leao any space. We're going to, we're still playing with the same old lineup with the front six. Back four is, to be honest, it's so shocking, that back four. It's just let's just have some fun with it, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is like a 1-1 draw. Yeah, I don't get. There's a lot to talk about. I think we may not even focus about the game. It's going to be talking about.
So I've had some comments, and I've been off news, and you're probably a better place to tell me, because I just don't know what's happened the last few days. Is Lopetegui definitely coming at this rate? Is what's
it's still reports. There's still reports at this point.
Okay.
So obviously still pinch of salt until it's official, but it's Gazzetta have run with it that he's the favourite for the job now. Obviously Fabrizio Romano's on the tweet as well, so I don't know. It depends how much you constitute his tweets as gospel. Yeah. It seems like if you go based off reports, he's the favourite, and then since then the club has sort of come out in more disdain to be like, why are we going? Basically fed up, saying we had patience, now we're fed up. 2 years now since Cardinales came, all these promises. It's essentially that would be mediocrity. So it's just it's an interesting scenario. I think it's good that the Curva kind of can't come out before it kind of gains ground and traction. To be too late to turn back. So who knows? It might be that they management look at that and go, do we pivot? But the question is, my opinion on this one. They've left it too late to pivot to someone like Motta, who was my personal favourite and would have been an easy pickup.
But this club is reactive and has been since the Elliott Group took over a while. And it's not like our previous ownership wasn't either. This club's been reactive for almost a decade, I would say, if not longer. We haven't been proactive in any way. And it's just a shame we don't take risks. Those who dare win. And we were happy to stick with Pioli until it basically was untenable. And then by that point, you're quite right, it's too late. Juve probably got Motta already. Emery, we could have maybe courted him, but who I would have really liked. He signed with Villa. It might have been difficult, but we wouldn't have had a chance. We just don't have any chance. That's it.
Well, there were so many points where we could have made the move for Motta. Well, the question is if we really wanted to, but ultimately, if you look at the two profiles, in football, you run off form, don't you? You run off the form, especially as a coach. And I see a lot of similarities with Motta's trajectory as you saw from Allegri when we first picked him up. You know, it was sort of around those Serie B teams, had the chance at Cagliari, did really well for them. I mean, what Motta's doing in Bologna, let alone what he did with, Spezia and played in interesting formations with them, respectively. But then this season with Bologna you can look at it as a flash in the pan, but at the same time, it is a hell of an accomplishment to, near enough guarantee yourself a Champions League spot with a squad which did not, if you look at that squad at the start of the season, marquee signings being Alexis Salome because he's getting the best out of Xerxes again. The work he's done with Ferguson, Orsolini, Calafiori as a defender who we passed up on. They sold Hickey as well. So he's not really had a lot of tools in his disposal for you to think okay, he was guaranteed even like a top 7 spot. Yeah, he's completely overperformed based on expectations. Plays a formation that would suit us in a 4-2-3-1. We're linked with his bloody striker in Joshua Xerxes. That move would have made so much sense to me. But anyway, take that out of the equation. And this isn't the problem, I think. It's you look at a coach like Lopet. I don't know what his name is. Lopetegui. Anyway, sounds like Lopetegui, Retegui. Sounds like him. If you look at a coach like him, there's just it's like why are we still in a situation where we have to roll the dice with a coach? He's been out of the job since he left Wolves. Yes, notably he did well with Wolves towards the end of last season. But then his profile is kind of like Pioli as well. It comes with a bit of a, I'm not quite sure to make out of this profile in the background.
He's got a bit more pedigree than Pioli, but he's not much better. It's not like we're getting a significant upgrade, is it?
Yeah, it's like a sideways move. And then so then the profile that stands out where you go, you got like Antonio Conte, who, like his tactics or not, is a coach who's a winning coach, and he's got a hell of a pedigree behind him as well. So, I mean, the rumours were there to potentially get linked with him. So there was all this noise from...
Go on, Ruben.
I'm not even watching the game, so I'm going to wait until 5 minutes, till 15 past.
No, it's on TNT. It's on.
Oh, I thought it was on 15 quarter past, eh?
Oh. No. Coverage started at quarter 2. I only just realised myself. Sorry, I thought you were on it.
I'm going to tell the other half something.
Mate, you're not missing a lot. Gabier knocked his head first 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's 0-0.
Let me get.
But while because obviously this is going to dominate the conversation of today, and thank you everyone for joining. Obviously, we are not in the best place, but it's the last big game we've got this season. Obviously, if we beat Juve or get a decent result, I think we're pretty on set for second. But I want to talk about Mike Maignan. Why the fuck did he get injured in a warm up? What is going?
Wait, what? He's out of the game?
Yeah, he's not playing. Sportiello's starting. He got injured in warm up. I honestly, Steph, I think Mike is checked out. I really think Mike is gone. I don't think he is interested in staying in the project. Don't think he particularly cares anymore. And I don't think unless we get a Conte, who's not going to happen, or someone really special as a coach, I don't think he's going to be bothered about staying. Because how can you get in, mate? How can you get injured and warm up? You're a goalkeeper. When does that happen? It happens to Mike so often.
Yeah, I think he's the most likely sale. Sorry, I'm trying to get the game up here. He's the most likely sale out of the players who we could potentially get some good money for. Let alone the fact he's asking for what he's asking for, which is like 8 million euros per year, which is, it's just too much for you're paying premium there for a goalkeeper. It's an intrinsic value behind what you have to pay behind a keeper. We had the same situation with Donnarumma. And the question is, same situation again with Di Gregorio. We've lost out because we haven't locked that down. So I feel like the old version of ourselves, who used to be quite proactive in these situations and different management, it's all gone. It's all so reactive now. Yeah, and we're gonna, that's 20 million euros Juventus are going to sign him for. So fucking Juventus again, Motta, Di Gregorio, like they're already at it. We're not. We just got fucking humbled by Inter, by Roma, completely fumbled. And if we're a big side, we should be reacting and be making moves at this point. At this point, it's all cloak and dagger. We don't know who the fuck is going to be our coach next season. We don't know who. And it feels like, and I know we're going to make some moves and we're going to obviously sign a coach, but it just feels like we're going to go into another season, which is wasted again. Another wasted season, you know?
Yeah. So first 10 minutes, it has been mostly Juve. I think we've had one ball in their box that Leao touchdown on the left. That's about it. Otherwise, possession's been fairly equal, but it's been mostly in Milan's final third. For those who are watching, who aren't able to watch it, as Steph said at the start, and as we were talking about at the start, it's going to be they're at home. They sit back anyway. It's going to be a pretty stalemate type of match. Yeah, it's just dead. The team's dead. And I mean dead in the sense of the London slang term, like boring, rubbish, crap. It's dead.
It's just so deflating, isn't it? I mean, I missed the last couple of watchalongs, the last couple of games. I mean, I caught them, but I haven't been able to give my opinion on the matter. But I mean, Christ. It's just, I don't want to sit here and go like, this is the things that we were warning ourselves about when we started doing these watchalongs in the second half of the season. Mm-hmm. But we ran a risk in a sense of keeping Pioli at the time. And I still think like where we would have been at this point would have been the exact same. As in, we would have locked down top 4 and we would have gone out in the Europa League, regardless of Pioli stayed or not. But what we did by keeping Pioli at that point was basically stop ourselves from getting other candidates, like being proactive in going for Motta, like locking that down. We've just kind of stayed in limbo and waved this bullshit towards the press saying, oh, you know, if his performances and this, that, and the other, he could stay. And we're still at the end, the same fucking end state. He's going, and he's done it by losing the fucking derby at home, which is just unrecoverable, and it's an embarrassment as a club. And then we've gone out in the Europa League quarterfinals to Roma, a side who you'd think we have their number, but for some goddamn reason we couldn't even fucking beat them. They beat us over 2 legs, even when they went down to 10 men in the second leg at what?
They're not. I'm sorry, they're not even that good.
They're not that good. And then they fucking go. And then once again, if you want Mike Mead to sit here hammering home about Motta, the next fucking weekend they play Bologna and they get battered 3-1.
That was it. I watched that game. That was light work. That was light work for Bologna. Yeah. That was an easy victory for them.
There's levels to this shit as a coach, and he's like, I'm not sitting here like saying Motta's the fucking next coming of Mourinho. So I don't know what it is, but that was such a clear avenue we just missed out now, and we're gonna have to like pivot to Dizaz, who hasn't been in the job for a fucking year. I don't know, man. And then there's so much to do. I feel like we should have been going into this summer with just, all right, let's get a few pieces, obviously change the coach. I feel like there's so much to do now. Got to sign a centre forward. That's obvious. We've got to sign a centre back. We've got to sign a right back. We've got to sign a CDM. We'll probably, and rightfully so, I think we should sell Mike. We should be open to selling Benacer, personally.
Yeah, agreed.
Hate it or not, we spoke about this question about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. He's fucking, he ain't there anymore.
He got injured in warm up, by the way, Canis, and the comments, and a few other people which is again like mental. But yeah, you're quite right, Steph. He should be gone.
We need look. Don't get me wrong. And I think we live in hindsight. This management has made some good signings last summer. I'm not going to shit can on the summer market. The 120 million spent. If you look in hindsight, it was the right move to sell Tonali, regardless if you like it or not. What, we don't have that 70 mil when he gets fucking suspended for all that time? Yeah, you're telling me that's not the right, that was the right play, and we managed to reinvest in a squad with players who have had impact this season, like Reinders, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Chukwueze, Okafor. Those are some very good young players, all around the age of 24. We can build around this squad.
Not Musa though, yeah. Musa's donkey.
But they signed him as a PR move because he's a fucking American. Yeah, that's the truth. But that's the fucking truth.
Honestly,
wasted 20 million euros. We could have put that with the Krunic money and actually signed a good CDM. But we're in the point of where we're at. And he's got him playing at fucking right wing in the derby. He's got playing at right back now. What is this kid, man? Poor Ryan. He's like, doesn't even know what position he's playing at. But that's Pioli's fault. Anyway, so we've got some players here. It was the right move, and I think that's why we have to look at the summer market and go, look, I think also the right move would probably be selling Mike for like 50, 60 million euros. Would be selling oh yeah, sure. 1 second.
Guys, let's go through some comments.
Yeah.
I'm an Arsenal fan. I watched Milan derby for the first time. It wasn't good. No, it was not. Don't know what else to say about that. You know, it is what it is. Tonali's sale was a stroke of luck. Yeah, like Steph said, and we've all agreed, hindsight, no matter whatever you look at it.
It weren't fucking luck. We knew about that shit. I stand by that. We knew about that. And that's like some tactical genius shit. Like, I love that.
Imagine getting the third, Noir. Imagine getting the third star before Inter, then their Curva raises a banner that they got their second on our turf. That loss was unjustifiable. Nothing. Yeah, I mean, look, I said this in the chat, and Ollie disagreed. I don't know what your comment was on this, but it's not the lowest point in our history, obviously, but it is incredibly historic at how embarrassing that loss was from the knock-on effect. That obviously it was the biggest number of continuous defeats against Inter in our history.
Yeah.
6. Second thing, so there's a three whammy here. So that was the first one. The second one is obviously they won the Scudetto for the first time in the other team's home game on their turf. Never happened before. And the third one, the biggest one, that was also the game that sealed the second star, the 20th Scudetti before Milan. That's just what the fuck. If one of those things happened in the season, that's bad. But all three of them, one game, I think we've got off lucky. Honestly, I don't think people have talked about it a lot in mainstream media. I've seen a few articles floating about, but luckily I think we've gotten away with it because only in Italy and maybe Europe. In England, not a lot of chat's been spoken about it. And I'm glad because that's embarrassing. Imagine if that happened to Arsenal. Imagine that happened to Manchester United or Liverpool, their biggest rivals. Imagine. Pathetic.
Yeah. I mean, this is also the problem that happened, and I completely agree with you. And it's almost as if like no one's talking about it at the club, the importance of what just happened. Like there should have been absolute disgust of what happened.
Outrage, yeah.
Like I'm sorry, but what other derbies around the world are played so one-sided? Like so one-sided. Christ, you get more fucking competition out of like I don't
Everton,
know,
Liverpool.
like or like I don't know, Brentford versus Chelsea. I don't know, it's London derby, but like
I know what you mean. Like I get what you're saying.
But like it's to play a game and actually feel like Inter are pitying us is embarrassing because they could have honestly just
they went out of second gear that match.
They could have taken us to the cleaners if they wanted to. And it's the problem is, and this is such a fucking frustrating way to watch that game, where you all saw that lineup and he's a coward for playing that game. He's a fucking coward for playing that formation. Musa up right wing. Leao as a false 9. He basically is saying, Leao, I don't trust you to defend enough, so I'm gonna slump you up top because I can't drop you. Well Musa, I need you to help me out defend.
I need you to run. Just track back.
Just run. Basically. He's got Chukwueze who's hot in form. Nah, I won't play you. And I put that tweet out. I said that formation screams mediocrity. All we're going to do is go down. I said we go down 1-0 by 20 minutes from a corner goal. Lo and behold, happens in the 17th minute when Acerbi scores a fucking header. I said we'd be down 2-0 at half time. I was out by 4 minutes because it was the fucking 49th minute they scored in the second half. And then we'd revert back to the usual formation. What happened? He slaps on Giroud and he throws off a midfielder. We go back to a fucking 4-2-3-1. Call me blind or shocked, but that's purely down to a T. He tries to play with the formation because he played for the draw, because he didn't want to leave his legacy basically embarrassed of the fact that he lost again. But all he did by the same thing, you watch the way we played against Inter, different players, you think, we'd be more reserved, more defensive. No, we still pressed. We still played the exact same way we'd usually play, but with weaker players on the pitch. The guy's a fucking clown. He's a clown. If he lines that side up and there's a different shape to it, and we don't press as high, No, it's the same old shit. Lautaro's dropping in deep behind the midfielder and in front of the centre backs, getting those pockets of space. Calabria's pressing too high in Di Marco. Thuram's fucking just playing with us, playing with Tomori, playing with Gabbia. It's too much space for the midfielders. Mkhitaryan's popping up in left, right, and centre. We've seen that same game 5 times prior. We've seen that same game, those same goals, corner goals, counter-attack goals. They pick us apart. It's the same shit. And we're not talking about over 2-3 years here. We're talking about over a fucking year and a half. 6 losses over a year and a half is fucking embarrassing. He should have been sacked after that game.
100%. I don't get this whole saving face thing. I think I don't know why management are so scared of being. It's ironic, isn't it? Because like we're reactionary from a perspective of having to try and change things, but sometimes being reactionary and being like, doing something out of pure passion and emotion is good. But our perspective of how we operate is so economic, it's so business-like, it's so American that we just why are we protecting Pioli for? We have these 4 games left, right? We're going to get Champions League football. That's a fact. Yeah. That we've got 5 places. That's guaranteed for Serie A now. Even if we just lose every single game, we're still going to finish 5th. That's going to happen, right? The players are not buying into Pioli's system anymore. Just be reactionary. Give the fans something, We don't want to see this ball cunt on the sidelines anymore. We don't. The players don't care. Why? What? Just to save like 5 million on his contract clause? I don't know. He should have gone.
He should have gone in January. He should have gone in like mid-season. He should have gone.
Do you know what's so funny though? I keep looking back and I think, God, when we had that 7-game win streak, just before the month of April, which was the deciding month. It has been for a long time since the Europa League draw. We looked at April and we thought all those games, that is going to decide not just Pioli's future, this team's output moving forward into next season. That is our season, right? That is concluded, everything there. The fact that he was going to be extended, that was everything that was going to happen. Not even that he was going to stay. He was probably going to get a contract extension, Steph, if we probably got 70% of the good results in those like 5 games. Isn't that mad? Yes, and only because we lost and we were shit is he now almost likely to go. It's just nuts. Yeah. It's nuts.
It's more an indictment on management, all of this, anything, isn't it? It's because it's not just like sit here and groan about Pioli. I'll talk about the players as well, because they was fucking pathetic as well, those last couple of games. You were talking about Hernandez and Mike and Leao should be the captain, yeah? They're not the ones on the presser after we lose to Roma or when we lose to Inter. You got fucking Gabbia and Yassin Adli rocking up talking to the press. And they're the fucking leaders? Don't get me wrong, Calabria doesn't deserve to be captain. He's a fucking ass for getting sent off as well. But you're sitting here screaming that it's a fucking blind decision that we're not selecting Theo Hernandez. Go fuck yourself if you think that's the case. These lot aren't leaders. They're not lead. They need a fucking leader. That's who we need to be signing in the summer. That's the reason why these players are also just as accountable as Pioli is for those losses against Inter Milan. Because who's got the wisdom and the mentality to not be so naive and go, oh, we've played the same way again and again and again. Where's the sort of the calma behind it? Where's the experience? Where's the someone to be there and be like, look, we're going to fucking lose the game if we keep playing like this. We ain't got that because there isn't a leader on the pitch. And that's the thing. A lot of teams in the past I've seen go through the same cycle like Arsenal have very recently prior to how they picked up success over the last couple of years competing with Man City. They've lacked leadership. And then when they get leadership, it's there and it makes their fucking, makes their seasons a bit better. Yeah, they can bottom it eventually. But I'm just saying that's the difference between certain sides. We've got a great pool of talent and players here. There's no denying that. But until we are able to handle big games, and it's not just always the coach, mentality-wise, we will never get over that hump and we will never win trophies. We will never win trophies. We went out against Atalanta in the Coppa Italia. We wasted that chance. We went out against fucking Roma in Europa League. Wasted that chance. It's just there's so much. it's not just getting the signings right. Like the signings have to be right. And if I honestly think if you look for leaders in that, like you go for the centre back position that we should be signing this summer and the CDM, I personally would like someone who a bit more experienced in the helm. Like if we're saying like let's sell like a Malik Chow or Kalulu, then replace him with maybe a 30-year-old. Replace him with and I fucking love it, Thiago Silva, someone like that, yeah. And then if you're talking about a CDM, I don't want a fucking 21-year-old kid who's maybe playing in the Dutch league, yeah.
Who's got good potential and resale value or whatever, yeah.
Mother, like you need fucking all the glue in the world to keep this midfield together the way that they're playing, like defensively. So I'd rather have someone who's cool, calm, and collective, knows how to play that position. That's how, like, I'm not saying like we need to go sign the best fucking CDM in the world, but sign someone who's a bit savvy, you know, who's good defensively, knows how to play like the double pivot role, who can lend a bit of experience to the likes of Yassine Adli and Tijani Reinders. Like, we need someone to come in who knows that position down to a T. And then as a striker, you sign someone who's like a Xerxes or Jimenez or whoever it might be, who's got like balls of energy and who's just willing to go with that attack. Fine. But like we're lacking so much experience in the defense and also in the midfield. And we fucking suffer for it all the time. All the time. But I don't know. There's a lot to go after. But go through comments. I'll have another 7-minute rant in about 20 minutes. So
just to kind of look at the game again, as Steph and I were lamenting at the start, like it's going to be a bit of a midfield scrap, this one, just because of how both sides are set up. We know how Juve play, how Allegri sides play. The chances that we're getting are kind of outside of the box. Not a lot, basically. And Juve also are pretty shit attacking wise. So apologies for not commenting much on the game. It's because not a lot has happened. A player has just gone down. Do you know who it is?
Musa.
On the edge of Juve's box. Oh, good. That's good. Anyway, you'll like this comment. Americans can't up their level in big games. Yeah. AJ, Madison, what you saying? Musa to Pioli is like Serginho was to Carlet. Yeah, okay. I do feel the squad lacks an Italian spine.
It's a fair point. Although
it is a fair point.
Italian players' quality is shit. So finding a player that, like,
the good Italians are also gone, or we can't afford them, or we can't negotiate for shit. So being Italian, they probably did know Antonelli's markers on file. Yeah. Steph's convinced. I think we did know as well. If Vlahovic could finish, he'd be regular. So Morton, what are you talking about? City of United has been a wash for 6 years. Yes, but United have beaten and gotten results against this City side in the last 6 years. I can promise you that. We haven't. Like, we've beaten them once, a 2-1 win. Like, come on, man. Like, there's levels to this game. There's no derby in world football in the last 5-6 years that has been so dominated. And let's also alongside maybe the Manchester derby, and only because City recently have been successful, the Milan derby is probably the only one in world football where both teams are at a certain point in terms of stature, in terms of success, and yet we have been dominated. It's just mental. It's mental. You'd think that we were like the Everton of Liverpool, like the lower team in terms of how we've been dominated. Mental. The club wants a manager that develops young talent, is competitive and plays good football, has a style of play. Henrik Rydström from Malmo. Malmo fits the bill. He's so better. I don't know him, I'll be honest. I know this is really bad, Steph. I don't know what you think, but I don't want a nobody. I either want a name, like a good name, or like a Motta, someone who has ticked all the boxes, got experience in the league, and is the next big thing. I don't want gambles. I don't want to fucking roll the dice. I don't care anymore. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. I don't want a Marco Rosa. I don't want who cares? I'm done. I'm so done with it.
This young player thing, is we need to start focusing on our starting players. We are out of this point of evolving young players. Yes, that's important. Don't get me wrong, and utilizing the Primavera, for example. But at the same time, we're at a very interesting point where I honestly feel like if you signing Loftus-Cheek, he's like 27 years old. The signings we made in the summer, 24-year-old players. They weren't 21-year-olds. They're not 20-year-olds, obviously, bar Musa, for example. But all the rest of them were literally the same age. They were all 24, 25 years old. We are out of that point now because we should be competing and trying to win trophies. You cannot win trophies by evolving young players. Not in this league. Not when you're striving to do something in the Champions League. We are in a different trajectory now. Yes, let's build a few young players up per season, but that is not what we're trying to do as a core here. We should be basically going after a mix of experienced prime players and young players, building the squad and having a squad that's competitive. Simple as.
Can I ask a question? Because I want to know your opinion on this, and I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. You know the side that we were when we played Liverpool back in our return to the Champions League?
2020.
That side. Yeah. 21?
Yeah. 21, yeah. Sorry, 21, yeah.
Was. And that side was way less experienced. Yes, we had Zlatan. And maybe we can caveat that bit for the moment. But that was way less experienced, way younger than the side we currently have. How come that side had a much more of a mental fortitude than this side does? Like, I can remember, I think of Messias, I think of Brahim Diaz, okay. You know, I like to hate on him, but they cared. Like there was like grin, you know, but we were 2-0 down, weren't we, against Liverpool or something like that? I don't know, when we came back and we were 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0.
Yeah.
But that was like Liverpool game. That was like the best Liverpool side. Like
Yeah. I mean, we were getting our asses handed to us, I ain't gonna lie, and they were really good. Like for 25 minutes, they literally had like 13 shots within like 23. If that was
this side now, we would have rolled over and they would have cunted us 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few things that are probably different now. I think you can't deny back then, like, I thought Kjær was always quite important to us. Yeah.
Yeah. That was
before his injuries. Yeah. And that season, we got back into the Champions League and it was Kjær and Tomori, and I thought they were quite, very good. They complement each other really well. And this is why I kind of asked for experience head next to an aggressive Tomori or whoever it is that we put next to him. Yeah. Because it just calms shit down and you need that spine to be somewhat experienced or understand how well they play with each other. I mean, there's that. I think there is an element of certain players wanting to prove a point. So like the likes of Hernandez, who was just consistently an animal. We had a shape in that midfield as well with Benacer and Kessie, which they knew how to play with each other for years of experience. It was more defensively built out, and I think there was a lot different there. I feel like we were underdogs in that game.
Adversity, though. Okay,
We were underdogs in that game, and then since we won the Scudetto, I think certain players you do have to lose that underdog mentality because you need to know that we have the best players on the pitch, hands down. But what you don't do is lose the hunger that got you there in the first place. The reason why we won the Scudetto wasn't because we thought we were the best players on the pitch. It's because we gave 110% every game in that fucking run-up. You had Kalulu and Tomori like fucking dogs. You had Mike making making not stupid mistakes. Yeah. Every fucking save was just like spot on. Keeping clean sheets galore. The midfield, they ran for it. The attack, they helped out the defense in the midfield as well. We were more of a unit. They believed more in Pioli. It was just, and I think we've fallen down from, I guess, come down from that sort of saving grace, and by
how can we be that pathetic?
By not even coming close to Napoli last season, yeah. And we were on a journey in the Champions League, but obviously fell short in the semi-finals. Yeah, the old story against Inter. And this season, I mean, dare I say, there's a lot of things. It's like going again with Pioli. I think the players are behind him, but not completely behind him. It's a bit hard. I just don't think they don't have that all to prove mentality. We've lost the shape in the midfield. So we're just getting our asses, pants pulled down every time. The defense, we lack experience behind there. Kjær's obviously too old as well. Mike's making too many mistakes. It's a compilation of things, isn't it? It's not what it was back then, because the squad has gone better because everyone plays have gone better. But like, it's just a compilation of things, isn't it? Like the Hernandez red card, the Calabria red card against Inter, like the other night, it was that shit. Like,
but we've become mentally fragile, and this is the bit that I don't. Now, I think you're in agreement with me. I don't think Pioli's ever been a good motivator, and it's been my main. Forget tactics; it's been my main problem because, and I disagree with Ollie. I think he spoke about it on the podcast. Maddie actually raised this point, and I'm with this. I mean, a manager is a manager for a reason. Any job, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, or whether it's an office job, it doesn't matter. A manager's job is to motivate. I don't care that these players are paid £100,000. They still need motivating, especially the modern player. The modern player is different, right, to what it was maybe 15, 20 years ago. It is different. Football's different. Leao is, even though he's our highest paid player, he still needs motivating. It might not be right. We might sit here as fans because we're fans, but ultimately, fans care more than any football player ever will. That's a fact. Me and you sitting here watching this game, ultimately care more about Milan than literally 90% of our players on our pitch. That's not a Milan thing. That's a football thing, right? Where we have no motivation, whether it's from the manager or whatever. But we had that. Like you said, I think the underdog comment was a really good one. We've lost that now. Why are we so mentally fragile?
Like
I don't get it.
I completely agree with like Pioli having a sense of accountability here because yes, the players should build themselves up for it, yeah. But I challenge any manager in any role in the world that has to get the best out of their staff. Like this team that report to him are his team. He can be any, like you can't sit here and go, it was them as well. Equally, no, it's not. It's not. A good coach will get the best out of them. A good manager gets the best out of their team, and that's fucking proven in any work field. Yeah. You see someone at Rafael Leao, yeah, and I love him to bits. I think he's an incredible attacking player. He clearly lacks defensive abilities and an awareness on how to help us defend and help us keep shape. Yeah, he played a very good game, and the best game I've seen him this season was when we played at home against PSG. Because not just because he was fucking killer when he was running at players and he scored a goal, it's because he was coming back and defending. He was making crucial slide tackles, interceptions. That's what's called having the perfect game as any sort of player. You give on both ends of the pitch. So you know he can do it. He can fucking do it. So let's not sit here as lazy fans and go, oh, he just can't do it. He can't do it. It's Leao. You know, Pioli's do it, everything else with the rest of the side. A good fucking coach, yeah, will say to Leao and get it into his head to give it maybe 50, 60, 70% of the season, play like that, yeah? You don't have to even play like that against the fucking Hellas Verona or whoever you have to play against, yeah? But when we're playing against fucking Inter Milan, when we're playing against Juventus, when we're playing against XYZ, you come back and defend because we need you. Pioli, he coddles these players because he babies them. And the leader, since he's been here, has been Ibra, has been the only one to basically tell some of these players, you don't give 110% to fucking
fix up. Yeah, fix
up. And it was a fucking indictment with the fact they brought Ibra back because the fact that Pioli looked like he was fucking losing the squad, that says enough. But you got to have the next player come back who was under your fucking coaching squad. So who's under your playing squad to come back as be a figure for the team. It says enough for me to know this guy's not a fucking leader. He's not a leader. He's not a fucking leader. Yes, he can tell the kids what to do, and you go, oh yeah, run for me, run for me, run for me. These players have now got an ego. These players like Hernandez and Teo, because they've won something, yeah? And they know they're good players. They know they're fucking exceptional players. But you got to manage that ego now. They're now out of that underdog mentality. Then they're going to give you 110%. They're out of that point. You're out the fucking park. Leao's wanted by all the clubs in the world football. He knows he can, if he wants to, I'll just leisurely go. I don't have to help defend. You as a coach need to step up as well, just as they've stepped up.
You're spot on. And I think also you're spot on to the perspective of like, that's correct. They've got ego. And this is the thing that I was kind of thinking on the pod, like, again, from the management perspective, Pioli's, you said about the coddling, he's not going from the perspective of what he should be doing is, okay, you've won one trophy. That's not enough. We expect more. Pioli doesn't do that. He goes, oh, you're our star boy, hand over the shoulder, cuddle, happy days. We need someone to go, oh, you think you're the shit? You're not. You've won one trophy. Well done. Get back, train harder, do it again. We don't have that. There's nothing in there. Ibra did it to us, and he gave that to us. Great, but he can't do it now. He's not on the pitch, and whatever role he has it's from a business perspective. And also, I'm going to be really cynical here, and I don't know if you agree with me here. As much as I know Zlatan loves the club, because he does, I think it's his favourite club he ever played for. He does have a genuine passion. I think he is a genuine Milanista. He does see this as his stepping stone apprentice into some kind of business management role within a big club. Would you agree with that? It's not like he's doing this from the love of his heart entirely. I think he's doing it going, well, I love this club. I feel comfortable here, but this is my opportunity to gain experience. So then I can then move on the next 10, 15 years and have a career as a director or whatever in the future. That's what he's thinking. And therefore, and because he's not on the pitch, how can he motivate? We need it from the manager, the person on the pitch every day. When Zlatan was playing, he could do that because he was training with the guys. He was there every day. He can't do that now. And it would be weird if he did, because he's backroom, right? He can't. He's doing a similar thing that Maldini did. He might come to training and he has a presence, and that's great. But you need it on the pitch, on the coaching sessions, the training sessions every fucking week. That's what you need. We don't have that. Okay. Fuck, this game's shit, by the way, guys. Both teams are crap. In case you're wondering.
Whilst we're here, I mean, I can see the comments. If I was Leao playing with these non-creative scrubs, I'd be bored too. Yeah, maybe you've got a point. Maybe you got a point. Fair play. Fair play with that one. I mean, at the same time as well, it takes two to tango, I guess. But maybe they want us to do.
Oh yeah, there's some good comments here, guys. Let's go through some. I'm just gonna scroll up for a little bit. I've got a bit of an anecdote here. I actually don't, and I think that's because they're American and they're white. I do know, though, for a fact that a lot of people don't like Inter's owners. I had a discussion when I was recently in Italy with a Juve fan. Obviously, Juve and Inter hate each other behind, but a lot of people don't like Inter because of their foreign ownership. I don't think they're hated. I think Milan fans don't like the ownership, but I don't think from a perspective of Italy, no. It'd be like the same as Roma, the Friedkins. I think it's like whatever. I don't think they have a massive opinion on them, to be honest. But I don't know. I can't speak for the whole nation, obviously. Milan versus Juve this season is like Walking Dead zombies versus Evil Dead zombies. I'm here for it. Yeah, they're both two terrible sides with two.
The fucking free kick, man.
Yeah.
You see that shit on Pulisic? Oh, it's fucking. I still care about this squad, even though we're fucking annoying.
I hate them more than you hate them. I think you're talking about the players. I really hope Silva comes back for a year. Yeah, I think he could do a year in the Serie A, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But we wouldn't do that. It's not our model. We're not going to give a player like that a big salary for a year. We just don't do that. We'd rather sign, like you were saying, some 20-year-old from Midtjylland who's an exciting prospect for 8 million. Considering we were bankrupt after Chinese ownership, I'm grateful to Elliott and Redbird for steadying the ship. After they sacked Maldini, I saw the focus was on financial stability over results. And look, agreed. Financial stability is really important. And in the long term, and I'm talking long term, a 10-year period from now, if we continue down this path, we will see results because football has fundamentally changed. You have to have a sustainable model. But it's costing us trophies. It's costing us our history, 100%. Dissing the Americans is crazy. Musa needs time. Nah, I disagree with that. Sorry. Pulisic has been good. I don't even know what Musa's position is. Tell me right now if Musa's a centre mid, a right wing, right back, right side centre mid, CD. I don't know what he plays. Tell me, Steph, what is Musa's position? The only thing I see him in is in a 4-3-3, right-sided centre mid, box-to-box midfielder. We don't play like that. I've not seen anything else from Musa. Look at him right now. He's playing as a right centre midfielder. He should be playing right back. You've got Adley covering. What is he? Go on, Musa, get back into shape. Like, no,
I just think it was just a waste of resources getting him. Like 20 mil. You know, we've got the Krunic money. We could have fucking signed a CDM. It wasn't the right move. It just didn't. It hasn't helped us build this squad.
In any way.
Need some Italian quality too. Calabria and Gabbia can't be it. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with Gabbia. Like, truth be told, I think, like, Christ, he's been better since he's come back than fucking Chow's been. Like, I'd argue also than Kalulu as well. They should be the first of the chopping block if you're going to talk about changing out the defenders. I think you don't build off Gabbia being a starter, but he's some Musa. Look at fucking Musa. There you go. That's how good he is. This is Musa's biggest issue. He ain't got a fucking brain on how to play football. He picks the ball up, and he's like, I'm just going to run with the ball, keep my head down. Geezer, put your head up and just get rid of the fucking ball. You're walking into a sea of players. He cost us in one game. I can't remember what game it was. He cost us really a few fucking times. Bad. We had a player down. I think Tail was down. He cost us really bad. He got terrible IQ. Yeah, he's a fucking kid. I get it. 21 years old, yeah. But I'm saying it's a waste of resources. We put 20 million on this kid, yeah? When we could have put it towards a position that we fucking needed. CDM. Nah.
And you know what else? What else annoys me about this? This is a problem about Milan for about, I'd say, since the Elliott groups come over. We're not very good at selling players. So what happens now, right? So Musa's stock's gone down. So let's say we decide to sell him. We won't make money on him. We might break even. So what's kind of the point in inflating?
He ain't.
I know.
He was signed. Great shot by Vlahovic there. He was signed as a PR move.
Good save.
Yeah. He was signed because he's fucking American. So I don't need to swear about it as if like I'm angry with Americans. He's signed because he's American. That's the simple fact of the matter is not because of his quality, because we could have got better midfielders for 20 million euros. We could have got better midfielders for 20 million euros. We could have got a better box-to-box midfielder for 20 million euros. He was signed because he's American. He speaks Italian as well, so maybe they were like, oh, it's a beautiful story. Great punch out by Sportiello.
Sure, he's actually quite a solid keeper, Sportiello, actually.
Yeah.
I kind of rate him.
Anyway, Musa, I'm not going to drone on Musa.
Yeah, no, Musa's one I disagree with whoever put that comment in. Pulisic has been great. Let's not deny it. Yes, he's hidden in big games, but his contribution is undeniable. But Musa, it's just not needed. Like, we needed wingers, so Pulisic made so much sense. RLC is strong and powerful. Given some grass, he's fast, but he just isn't quicker. He's also not an attacking midfielder. But Pioli has an obsession with putting a big guy that is his tactic. 4-2-3-1, big guy attacking midfielder because it worked in the Sketa winning season when we did it latter half with Kessie. That's it. He wanted Milinkovic. We couldn't afford him. We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek instead.
We should be playing like a true 4-3-3, allowing Loftus-Cheek, allowing Loftus-Cheek and allowing Reinders to really kind of like bring the ball up and actually carry it forward. Yeah, Pioli's just not. I don't think he can adapt the team like that. I don't know what it is. I personally think it's because of he's just maybe not getting the best out of the wingers and the striker in that flat formation. And I don't know what it is, but Loftus-Cheek should be a box-to-box midfielder. We should be controlling the ball with him and Reinders in an equal sort of higher up position, and then allowing the CDM to sort of control, anchor the midfield from behind them. A, we don't have the CDM to do that. That's obviously an issue. And B, I just think he's trying to put Loftus-Cheek closer to Giroud because maybe whether it's a lack of mobility because of his age. Can't keep the ball up enough. I don't know. There's a few issues there, but I think Loftus-Cheek has done people can shit on him, but he's been played out of position and he still scored fucking 10 goals. Still scored 10 goals for us this season.
I'm just saying he's not an attacking midfielder.
Oh no, yeah. I get that as well. Yeah. Like I honestly think we need to get a coach who can like do more with these players because I think Loftus-Cheek,
tactical versatility.
I love Loftus-Cheek. I think Loftus-Cheek has a lot to give us, and he's not even being played in the best way, and he still scored 10 goals for us this season. That's fucking fantastic contribution. Same with Reinders too. I think Reinders got a lot to play in next season with the right coach.
Absolutely agreed as well.
Maybe Lopetegui, what his name is, can do that. Who knows? Rough one, yeah, Isaac. It is a rough one. Good to see you, bro.
This is an interesting comment David's put in, and we've discussed this many times. And this is an American ownership thing, right? They want full control. Maldini was not particularly good as a sporting director, okay? But do I think there was a way that we could have placated him? He wanted one thing about Maldini was true, and we can't deny it. He understands what it is to win. He understands Milan DNA better than anyone in the world. Let's be honest.
Let me say.
Yeah, go ahead. And his comments after the semi-final or prior to the semi-final, second leg or first leg, I can't remember, against Inter was spot on. Okay, spot on. Management didn't like it. They couldn't deal with it. It's an American thing in terms of having ultimate control. That's what Jerry wants. Jerry wants to be able to look at his employee register or whatever, look at the hierarchy of the organization at Milan and go, I control every aspect. I know exactly what that person's thinking right now, where their role is, what they're going to do. That's what he wants. He couldn't get that with Maldini. He can get that with Zlatan because he's given Zlatan the forum to develop into a managerial director type role in the future, and because they developed a relationship while he was playing, and because Zlatan wasn't demanding the same level of control that Maldini was. But I 100% agree. I think there was some way that Maldini could have kept, but at the same time, it has to be acknowledged that Maldini wasn't the best at his job. I don't think it was fair. I think he could have been given a bit more time, but he wasn't. So I think you're right and wrong there, David, but it's an interesting point. Thanks, guys, by the way. Thank you. Me and Steph needed this. So get coming in. We're going to try and get through them before the second half starts, but thank you all for tuning in as always. We love doing the watch-alongs. It's good implementation from SempreMilan and all the other things that we're offering. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It's been good, so keep it coming. That's been the positive of this season, I guess. What was different? It was a project under Maldini with a footballing direction. We don't have that. Yeah, as I just discussed, what's different is Cardinale has now put his kind of overall idea for what he wants to implement, and we're going to see. I said it, I think, a couple of weeks ago when Ollie was, I think it was the first Roma game. We'll see really and truly what the intention of this ownership is after this summer. For me, this summer we'll know, because the first summer nothing happened. Cardinale admitted he was a conscientious observer. He just let things pan out. Then they sacked Maldini and Massara, got their own boys in, had one summer, but one summer's not enough. This summer now, I think by September, we'll be able to look back, whoever we sign, whoever we get as manager, whatever, we can set back and go, right, that is the intention of this ownership for this club. Until that happens, jury is out. I've got my fears, as I'm sure you do, Steph, but for me, that's when we'll really know. That's when we'll truly know what the intention of this ownership is at the end of this summer.
Yeah. I agree.
If
Gabina rather than Gabia, so
let's have a look. Well, the guy to the stadium comment that fucktard Jerry should have said that we will be looking only for top four finish is the next 5 years. I don't understand what you're saying there, Rossoneri. Kind of. Look, this Leao thing, right? Leao's an enigma in the sense that we know he doesn't track that. We said it before. Steph said it about 10 minutes ago. We discussed this. Okay, he is our best player. He is our most dangerous player. He hasn't even had his best season, yet he's still statistically, everything goes through him. We know he doesn't run. We know he can do it. Like we talked about in the PSG game, he needs someone to motivate him. He's not a leader type character. He needs that guidance still. But hating on Leao, I don't get. I'm sorry, I don't get hating on Leao. He clearly loves the club. It's extended. I just stop hating on him. I genuinely, I actually get annoyed about hating on Leao. I don't know about you, mate. I'm fed up with it. He ain't the problem. Rafa's not the problem.
I'll ask you this, yeah? Would you sell Leao if we got a bid for 100 million euros?
One condition. Do you know what my condition is?
Okay.
We get either a winning coach and we have a very clear idea of exactly where we're going to spend that money. This management right now, Pioli is irrelevant, right? Because I don't think Pioli gets that much saying about who we sign anyway. No, because I don't think that £100 million will be spent well enough. Do I think Leao is replaceable? Yes, because I don't think he's at that level of a Vinicius and Mbappe, who is so integral to a team. You take him out, we become crap. Do I want Leao to be sold? No, but I would happily sell him if a big offer arrived, if we had a very clear vision and I knew that £100 million would be spent on X, Y, Z to strengthen the squad. I think that's a pretty fair estimation, to be honest. So yeah, is he sellable? Sell him? No.
Correct answer. That's in my mind. Correct answer. Like, I look at this squad, and it isn't just all right, let's go for the player that gives us the most money so we can have another summer like last summer. Nah, fuck that. I don't trust this management to get it right, nor do I trust them to get the coach to get this team ticking. Leao's one of the many few reasons why this side has been able to be what it has been over the last 2 years, You do not fucking lose that. You go, all right, if we're still trying to find our feet and change the way we play and become more of a collective, keep him. But if we need to make a cash in, hence why I say potentially sell Benacer, Mike, or Malik Chow, or Kalulu. Like, those players are not at the moment helping us be even coming second place in the table. We didn't need Mike for that. We didn't need Benacer for that. We didn't need Chow for that. We didn't need Kalulu for that. So then you make the profit on that and then you reinvest with that. But I think your answer was spot on, personally. I just wanted to say that as a leading question to answer to anyone who thinks that Leao's a problem.
Yes, he's not a problem.
You take Leao at this side under this management, under who you think they're going to replace him with as a coach, with Pioli as a coach, we will fucking struggle. We will struggle to get top 4. We won't even have a fucking clue what to do. This isn't FIFA where it's like, we sell him and then we become more of a collective and then we'll then defend more. And we'll defend probably a bit better, but we ain't going to create shit for shit. Christ, we can barely create now. And you think they're going to replace the Pioli with a good coach who's going to allow us to do that? Mother. Anyway. That's my point.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, obviously we're in agreement there, and I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated about the amount of people that are hating on Leao. It's starting to piss me off. It really is. He is so evidently not the problem.
I would like to see him
and
with a different
yes,
coach.
We know he can be lazy at times.
Do you know what I mean? Yes. We haven't seen him.
He's only been under Pioli. Well, not strictly true, but really.
Yeah. So I'd argue the fact that Pioli has done a great job to help him get to where he's at in his career, But let's not kid ourselves. The kid had fucking talent. He was part of a very good sporting academy and he was tipped for success. Yeah. So Pioli's helped him get out of that first hurdle and then to the next hurdle.
And a good Lille side full of talent. That Lille side was full of talent as well that we signed him from.
There's this version of me, who his value ain't going down this summer, by the way, as well. And he's in a long-term contract, So you're talking about selling Leao this summer. We'll still get that fucking money next summer if we want to, the summer after. But I want to see him with a different coach. I want to see him with hopefully someone that can challenge him to get more out of his game. And then we're talking about a player that's not worth 100 mil. You're talking about fucking plus. And that's even do we even want to part ways with him? We should be looking as a player like him. We build a side around him. That's the fucking fact of the matter is he's that good.
Absolutely. He is that good. He is that good. Yeah.
I can't agree anymore. He hasn't stepped up in some games this season. But, Inter, Roma, of course, 100%. But a lot of other players didn't do the same fucking thing either. So let's not kind of put it all on Leao's shoulders.
From a talent perspective, and I'm not even joking here, I don't give a fuck about Lautaro Martinez. I think he's incredibly overrated. But genuinely, ask me this. Other than Lautaro, maybe Leao is the best player in the Serie A. That's a fact. In terms of talent and value, he is number one.
I think as an attacking player,
Honestly,
attacking player. Someone.
Yeah, as an attacking player, Lautaro is the only one who could rival him. That's it. and yet
Yeah.
people want to sell him and replace him. He's the problem. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah. So
Let's
like
be smart.
as an attacking player, I think Leao's up there, like top 5 in the world. Yeah, we're talking about someone who can get a ball and take on 3 players at ease. Yeah, at ease. That is not. You're out your fucking mind. Like Salah can't even do that these days anymore. Haaland can't do that. You're talking about who can actually do that in world football right now. Actually take on players and create a goal scoring opportunity. Not just one. I'm talking about like 2, maybe even 3 players. Like demands a respect that you need to fucking 3 players to mark him out of the game. That's how good he is in attack. He's fucking like, he could be, honestly, and if he wants to be, he can take it to the next level. That's the crazy thing about it. He's so good as an attacking player. And for me, you just don't discard that for 100 mil. He isn't fucking, you're talking about like in the market that we live in, where like Casido and Declan Rice go for that money. Have a fucking laugh. You want to part ways for Leao for 100 mil? Not a chance. Anyway,
yeah, there's a lot of comments coming in about CDM. Like, it's so evident. I mean, we've needed a CDM for what, 3 seasons? We've needed a CDM for 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? So, a lot of comments about that. Leao will shine more with the Xerxes type attacker. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Like, the Xerxes thing annoys me. Like you were saying right at the start when you joined, Steph, as soon as you talked about how we're not trying to get Motta and Xerxes in a double whammy. I don't understand. I really don't get what management are doing with flirting with Lopetegui, who I think is an upgrade on Pioli, but it's like a 5% upgrade, 10% upgrade at most. It's not like, and I don't think Lopetegui's ceiling is massive. Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't understand. Milan can only go up from here with all the right people in management. It's all about patience. What the fuck? Milan can only go up from here. I don't understand that comment, because going up is like trying to win a title again. That's our aim anyway. We're not at the top. Like, we're not at the bottom either. We've just stagnated. So I don't really understand what you're saying there, Brian. Of course, we can only go up from here because there's so much more levels that we need to get to. Not sure what you're trying to get at there, mate, but thanks for the comment. I don't think Pioli is by any means good in fostering young talents. He never played any of them except when concerned. Call it into it, sorry. Adley, for example. Yeah, Pioli is terrible at nurturing talent. Look at Chukwueze. Look at Chuck, man. Every single game Chuck has been, like the last, 10. Unbelievable. Not one star. There's no continuity for the boy. I feel so sorry for him. He actually has made
Okafor as well. I mean, I feel so fucking bad for him. Like, he came on against Inter, yeah. I was like, I love the way he's running at him. He's running at that midfield. He's causing them problems. He's like, and then here we are again. It's just such a fucking nothing game, yeah. Yet we're persisting with Giroud. For what? For fucking what? Play Okafor as a false 9. Because mother. This is why Pioli needs to go as well. Like, Pioli needs to go as well, because like he's basically like using this as his way to say, "Oh, goodbye to the players that have I've trusted you and you've trusted me." Like, fuck off, man. Like, Giroud, love you to bits, man. But these games right now would be great for Chukwueze and Okafor's developments and integration into the squad to see out the season, and then we start anew. He's doing selfishly.
Also, Giroud's leaving, and also Giroud's leaving. He's gone. That's what I mean. Like, what's the point?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't get his logic with selections. Okafor will come off the bench, yeah, on the 70th, maybe 80th minute if we're lucky.
80th minute, yeah, I reckon.
Chukwueze will come on at the same time as well. Like, what's the fucking point? Like, I'm not shit canning on Pulisic. I think he's had a very good season as well. But he doesn't need this game. This game doesn't need like our fucking. It needs starters. Give me Leao, give me Loftus-Cheek, give me Reinders, yeah. You've got players that we signed as marquee signings this summer who still can't even get a game. Fucking ours put Musa at right wing against Inter Milan.
Let's not forget as well, Chukwueze in particular, who, yes, had a tough time to start off with, but he went to AFCON. I don't care what you say now. I think he's integrated, and the last 10 games is evidence of that. I think he's been brilliant. He makes CDK's contribution look even more embarrassing in comparison. He was our most expensive signing last summer. Where is he?
Where the fuck's Terracciano? Yeah. Where the fuck's Terracciano? we've got Calabria injured. We got Teo Hernandez injured. Yeah, we got Kalulu injured, and this ours would rather put Musa out of his position or even Florenzi at left back when he's right-footed than play Terracciano.
It's because Terracciano wasn't a Pioli signing. Again, there's a massive disjoint. It was a management signing, cheap, Italian, 4 million. Verona needed to sell players. We needed it for squad list. Let's get him in. Pioli never looked at Terracciano. I can guarantee this and gone, he's a player I want. He's a player that I need to substitute with Florenzi. No, he would start Florenzi 100 times out of 100 over Terracciano. Fact.
Yeah, but he didn't want fucking Yacine Adli. Yet here he is fucking having to use him because Krunic, his old faithful dependent servant, is fucked off because he's shit anyway.
Yeah, but the amount of effort that Adley's had to do to try and even get into the starting lineup, though.
That's how fucked up it is. The fact that, like, what's Terracciano got to do to get a game? The kid, like, look, I'm not saying he's a world beater, yeah, but like, he's not a fucking horrible player. He was starting games for Hellas Verona. He was a good player. Why can't he play this nothing game against Juventus? Why can't he play instead of Florenzi? Why can't he play instead of fucking putting Musa out of his position? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah. It doesn't make sense. None of his. Like, I don't get it. How can you go from these games? Oh, fucking hell, child, get up, you clown. How can you go from these games and you got Musa at like right wing against Inter and you got a right back against? I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Chow's anxiety gives me so much anxiety when he's in the
Musa's
box.
on the run. Oh, fucking hell. Go on. Keep going. Oh, that's an awful pass.
We also have Bartosegui. Yeah, I mean, we've got loads of really top. Do you know what would be really interesting, Steph? Okay, yes, they floundered at the final, but let's not get it twisted. Our youth team, our Primavera, are brilliant in terms of like talent and prospect. Do you think whoever it is, whatever, as well, he's physically ready for the first team. I've seen him. Why isn't he getting a little bit of minutes over Chow? I don't, he played this first fixture, didn't he? Against Juve and scored. Am I correct in saying it was the Juve game? It was a big game. I may be wrong, but it wasn't the Juve game. Yeah.
No.
Which match was? I thought it was a pretty decent.
I think he scored against I think it was like Monza or something like that though.
Okay.
Monza or like Cagliari or something like that. But either way, I completely agree. Why the fuck? The same reason why he's playing Kier instead of him. Like, I don't understand it, man. He's
so tactically fucked. What are we doing? What are the players thinking right now, Steph? Honestly, on the pitch, because we're playing against an equally crap. We're seeing, no offense as well. Like I'm saying no offense. Me and you have this game means a bit more to me and Steph because both our siblings are Juve fans. Your brother and my sister, which is quite ironic. But like Juve are just as bad as us for different reasons. Okay, I even think they're probably worse.
We're about to watch them get a good coach now. So this is also my problem as well. We've basically gone like. All right, you're stuck with Allegri, yeah, great, and we've closed the gap because Oh my god, what a save!
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
good save.
I'll let you catch up.
Sportiello is a very good second choice keeper.
He's on it today. I don't know if he caught the follow up as well. That was a really good save.
He did. His double save.
Moose is fucked. Get him off the fucking pitch. Get him off the pitch. He's on a yellow card. You ours. Look at he gets absolutely bullied. Yeah. Oh, he's injured. He's injured. Get him off the pitch, man.
He's just woeful. Yeah, that's the other thing. What has this is? I think this was actually raised in the podcast. I don't know if you guys listened yet. The double save, unbelievable.
Right, let me see.
Musa couldn't.
Oh, that cat. Gone.
Musa couldn't get into the side when we first signed him. He hasn't done anything to deserve a start. He got the start in the Roma game in the Europa League. Why does Pioli now go, yeah, Musa's my guy? Where's that come from? Where's that come from? Where's this? Yet Chukwueze has done more in 3 games than Musa has done in like 10 or 15 starts, and yet he can't get a start. I don't understand it.
He's got this fetish with players. Like he just.
It's weird. What is he seeing Musa? He's a busy idiot. Musa is a busy idiot. I'm sorry.
He needs to get him off the pitch, man. I think he could get a second yellow. Like I just think he'll just do some stupid like rush of a challenge, and all of a sudden we're down 10 men, and we'll have the same situation in the reverse game when Chow got sent off, and we're going to lose this. Like
yeah.
Just play to the channel, man.
Hey there, lads. Just joined. Busy cooking a lamb biryani. That sounds delicious. So he'll.
I'm excited in the game so far.
Merlin wants to say hello. Where's Chorizo?
Ah.
They got to get
He's tipping on the sofa. Hold on. Loftus is on the run. Pulisic. Can he take on a man? Of course he can't. Oh, no. He's running into trouble. And can we even win a foul? Why can't the ref blow his whistle? Oh, my God.
Cheers, David. Merlin says hello back. He's meowing. He wants his dinner. But he's going to have to wait.
Come on. Get it to the left side. Go on. Get it to Liao. Help him. Runners. Oh, fucking hell, man.
How are we feeling about Juicy Lopetegui? I don't know. Don't care. Looking like Dr. No. Big up. Yeah, I'm an evil mastermind with the white cat. Oh, my God. Hey! Oi!
Come on. All right. We're taking it down left side now. Go on. Oh, my God. Adley, what that pass.
Both these teams are so shit. But you're right.
I know. Like we are like we're just like following them around the pitch like clowns.
It's awful.
We're gonna let Allegri leave this side, yeah.
Can we just see what? Like, do you know what?
And
we used
and
to.
then, oh.
I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to have to feed the cat. I'll be back in 2 minutes, guys. I'll leave you to it. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Why don't we go big for Chiesa? Mala. He's had 2 ACL surgeries. Might as well have me at left wing. Noah. Derby della merda. 100%. Shohil. I would get your comments up, by the way, but I don't think I have permission to do so. What else we got here? The level of Musa is scaringly low. 100%. Would be fun to see Musa make some challenges. Jimenez is right back next year. I mean, it's a good shout. I think we have to go for someone who's played a bit more senior minutes. I think we're linked to a Lille right back. Not bad effort. So I think we do have to go for someone who's got a bit more experience in his locker. Although I really do love Jimenez. Chuck Traore could have been so interesting on the wings. I think you meant, Chukwueze and Traore. I read that first as Chuka Traore. Really good double save from Sportiello. Joined a bit late. I was in my cave dealing with depression after the six consecutive derby loss and Scudetto loss from Sharpshooter. Big up Sharpshooter. Much love. If you haven't missed much, if you're just tuning in now, if you haven't missed much.
They scored yet, sir?
Good joke. Purely made my brain turn to mush on Derby Day. It's from Steve McQuark. Yeah, I mean, gone out. Oh, unlucky lad. Who is? Oh, that's Rabiot.
Yeah, it's Rabiot's hair is looking. Oh, that would have been really nice.
Look at Marvel character. I wasn't bad.
I might be wrong.
Oh, we're now caught out here on the counter. 4v4 and our shapes away with a fucking shot. Keep up. Chow. Oh, good interception from Chow. Chow's finally come against the one centre forward that has no mobility. And that's Vlahovic.
And he can deal with that.
Yeah. Anyone faster than your nan will be trouble for Malik Chow.
Have you heard that Real Madrid wanted to sign him? I don't believe that. I'm sorry.
Well, I did say, he's got the caliber of Bayern Munich. It's, I stand by that, Lorenzo. We'll be having a live stream just on the fact that I got that one right.
Mate, I'll be well happy if he goes to Bayern Munich because hopefully we'll get a big fee for him.
We've got Fellaini and Ibra laughing in the stands. Something's clearly funny. Maybe it's the quality on display. Did you guys address Lopetegui topic? Yeah, we have.
Lopetegui.
You know what? I'll pronounce it wrong.
Don't do Ollie. What does he say about Gabier? He says Gabia
and Hayas. Hayas Verona.
Gabia.
Nah, we've addressed it. I mean, I don't want to drone on about it, but it's the fact that obviously could have come out not approving the reports. It's not. Yeah, I don't want to go on about it. Anyway, knock on from Gabia. I want to kind of get invested into this game a little bit more, guys. Especially the fact that we are on the counter. Well, they're on the counter attack. Great tackle from Loftus-Cheek.
Adley, bro, that pass was so.
I know, that was awful. Look, watch the Loftus-Cheek challenge. Really good. Comes back. Defends really well.
This is what I'm saying. I respect. Loftus-Cheek is so oh my god, we need to play a 4-3-3. The amount of box-to-box midfielders we have, and as an attacking midfielder in a 3, he'd be amazing. Not as a central attacking midfielder. And we kind of play a 4-4-2/4-3-3 sometimes in possession, but come on. He should not be a second striker. I love the boy, but anyway. I'm sure Pioli praises himself. This ends as a draw. Yeah, Pioli can get fucked, mate. Fucking little espresso drinking.
Yeah, that's Are we selling Chow to some Premtard for 40 mil? Yeah, I think these things are possible. These things are possible in the art of stupidity of Premier League. They just look at a young player and they go, yeah, we'll take him. And they'll just pay a premium. That's it. We don't. But I mean,
Steve,
I was going to say, are you going to pull up that one?
That's a bit harsh, Steve. Come on.
Adley's clearly like
he's not first best quality. He's a good squad
at best
player.
he's a rotational player, yeah. But let's be clear, the pecking order is this. It is in the midfield right now. It's okay, got rid of it. It's Reinders and Loftus-Cheek up on a pair, equal as each other. And then below that, honestly, I think is Adley, then Benacer. Regardless if you like that or not, I think Benacer is just out of it this season. Yes, Benacer probably goes back to it on his normal form, but at the moment, no.
I don't think he'll get back to that as well. I think we should sell Benacer.
Then you got Musa and Pobega. So we could shit can Adley, but geez, the rest of the
players we have,
Great ball from Leao though. Pulisic, go on, lad.
Did we have a shot on target stage? You know what, Iron Cut? That's a really good question. I don't think we actually have.
Look at this run from Pulisic. Yeah, look where he takes the ball. Yeah, rather than play the ball to the outside,
awful. Yeah.
He runs inwards to this sea of midfielders. Clown, go on, Loftus. Go on. Someone score a fucking goal. This is depressing.
Rabiot's hair is so funny. It looks like a depressed teenager. Yeah, it is funny.
Go on. I just want someone to shoot the fucking ball, to be honest. Someone actually to make Szczesny work for it.
Oh my god, what David's here having some ayahuasca.
David Ancelotti.
That's Carlo's son. We'll manage Milan with it's Ancelotti's son. Win us a European trophy and that starting lineup will have Seedorf and Ibra Son in it. With Daniel Maldini captain. Bro, you been smoking some weed or something? What are you on? I mean, I'd love that, but are we going to wait 15 years for that or some shit, or 10 years for that? I don't know. Speaking of Daniel Maldini, that's a good question. Does he have a future at the club? Yeah, this management will definitely destroy the dynasty of the Maldini name, 100%. Because I don't think, again, he is Milan quality, but he's shown to probably be able to. I reckon he could get 5 or 6 goals in this squad. He's gone up a level at Monza, and he's had trust. And I wouldn't mind if he was to go anywhere, he'd go under Galliani. That's not a problem. But if we had a better manager who was able to manage minutes, we're in like lots of competitions. I think there's a place for Maldini. I do believe that, and I don't think he's been given a fair shake in the Milan squad. He needed to be loaned out, but now I think he's shown he's a Serie A level player. I don't think he's a top 4 level player, but he's a Serie A level player, and he's incredibly young still. Plus, he's a Maldini, so it would be nice. It would be nice to have him at the club. Sorry, lad. Adley's continue giving them clowns the ball. Yeah, he's had a poor game today, but I still agree with Steph. He's whether you like it or not, he's one of our better midfielders. Defo smoking tonight. Yeah, man. Good for you. I wish I was as well. Enjoy, David. The next Maldini to win a UCL with Milan will come in 27-7. Sorry, man. Yeah. Maybe we might be good then. We could engineer a robotic Maldini. Right, Benacer's coming on. Benacer's coming on. Adley being subbed is a mistake. I don't know. He hasn't been great this game. Bear with me. I'll be back in a sec. Yates is on for you as well.
Sorry, I'll tag back in. That's a good run from Pulisic there. That's it, man. Get a bit more involved. Tijani. Great ball from. Oh, just about clamped out there.
Oh, guys. What are you having for dinner tonight, Steph? I'm doing homemade burgers with fries and do like a nice burger with melted Emmental cheese, portobello mushroom. I've got homemade gherkins and pickles. It's gonna be delicious. What have you got?
We've got pasta.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got pasta.
What kind of pasta are you doing?
Oh, that's it. Sorry, I've got a treat down there. The treat. Come here. Yeah. What pasta did we get? What type was it? It was like some weird type. I saw an M&S, and then I've got
It's like the edge of lasagna.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I've never seen it before. And then we've got I think it's like Calabrian sausage, like spicy pesto.
Nice.
So yeah,
sounds good. I'm going for the Yank dinner.
Burgers.
Burger man. No, I like a homemade burger.
I picked up. I got a good deal on like Aperol. They were doing like on sale for £9. Yeah, 77 litre bottle. But I get staff discount off that as well. So that's like
£7 then.
£7.20 for a bottle. I got 2.
I would have got 4. That's Aperol for the summer sorted. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Fair play.
To get a bottle of Gavi though. So
do you guys trust Ibra? Oh, nice. I haven't got anything. I think my missus was out. She's going to get some wine on her way home. That would be nice. Do you guys trust Ibra when he told us to get Emil Roback? Yeah. Did Emil Roback disappear? Did he disappear like we're missing or some shit? Do you remember that story?
He's just part of the caliber of young centre forwards we signed who had like fucking. Where's Lazatic at? Where's Oh, I think we scored, or someone scored in Lorenzo's ass. No, we didn't score. Well, they're on the run though. Leao counter attack. Reinders, Loftus. Get a shot off, lad. Oh, unlucky. Just wide. I think Chesney broke his hip by trying to save that as well. Unlucky.
Ruben. My man Rubes. Oh, that would have been a really. Oh, that's that. Do you know that's?
I will say like regardless of what happens this summer, yeah, I am quite excited to see who we sign as a centre forward because we have to sign a centre forward, like because Giroud's going, and I like the fact that it now has to be addressed, yeah. And we met with Jimenez's agents yesterday. The talks are always still about Xerxes. I do get quite excited about that because I do think that unlocks a layer of football that will be able to like bring to this side.
Does.
Yeah,
it does. But I'm going to be honest with you, Steph. I think we won't be choosing our centre forward. I think it will be chosen by default. And what I mean by that is more competent clubs will get in before us, and that pool of availability will go down to 2 or 3, and then we'll just get the one that's left. That's what I think.
If Arsenal go for Joshua Xerxes, I mean, he did say he doesn't want to stay. He just wants to stay in Serie A. But what wine is that besides white? Oh, it's Gavi.
Nice. Gavi de Gavi.
Not nice. It was M&S Gavi, so it's not the official one. But I wish we did sell Gavi de Gavi. But yeah, still, it's a great wine.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think If I don't want us to get into a bidding war for Joshua Xerxes. At the moment, it feels like I think unless Bayern take him up, I don't think they will because they've signed Kane. That it will be between ourselves, Juventus, and Arsenal. So I do think we are, favourites for that signing. The question is also, and we spoke about this a few times, is that do we sign Jovic? Yeah, where.
Oh no, mate! I'm not having this Jovic. I'm not having this Jovic chat with you.
But
I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
opinion or not. It's looking 50-50 right now because I thought it would be a bit more 80% that we would sign him. Yeah, but because of another injury and maybe like it was just always a stopgap. Yeah, will the club look at the Jovic situation and go, you know what? Let's just completely just overhaul the centre forward position and get a Xerxes in and also get someone else in. And let's look at the options off the table. Taremi is obviously going to Inter on the free, so we've lost out there. That would have been a great sort of foil as a backup centre forward. Your boy Jonathan David, it seems he's likely to go to Napoli. I think
he'll bag. You do know that he'll bag in this area. I'm telling you. But
we're not going to sign a Xerxes and a Jimenez or a Gyökeres because that's just out of the budget, and we'll blow the budget on fucking the same position, which is ludicrous. So I don't know. I feel like there's something there that we might sign alongside a Xerxes or a Jimenez. We might sign another centre forward for like a nominal fee. I don't know who that is. I feel like something's just like going to creep in.
Well said, Steve. Yeah, I agree with you. It'll be maybe a Mr. X like we said with the manager. Can't agree more. They complain about the Super League, but they are the Super League. News on Kamada. Yeah, I don't even start about Kamada. I don't even want to talk about that. He's going to go to Juve or something. I can see it now. We're going to lose him. I don't know why. Why are we going to lose him? Like, why?
Was that question?
Yeah.
I don't know. His agent, whatever it is. Is that Giroud on the ground?
I hope so. Girassi, I do not want Girassi. I'll have him as a backup option if we're getting rid of Jovic. If we're getting the striker and Girassi, no problem. But
that's what. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's got this whole release clause thing for 17 million euros, but I mean that would be I'd be game for that. Christ, if we sign him and a Xerxes,
that'd be good.
That would be pretty good business. Yeah.
Just when Shuku hit form, purely benches him. Yeah, well, they knew that.
Nice.
Is he coming on now?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to try to score against these lot personally.
It's going to end 0-0.
They got so many players back. It's just like I don't know. Like he could honestly, if he wanted to, he could just like throw off. He could throw off Loftus, put Pulisic. Oh, Okafor's coming on. He could throw off Loftus Cheek, throw on, put Chukwueze on the right and put Pulisic in the middle. Okafor's coming on for Giroud. I'd personally right now I'll go for Chukwueze for Loftus-Cheek because what's the fight? Why not?
Yeah,
Then
you've got
4 players who are very fast up front and very nimble, and then they'll help out defend a bit more as well. So like I don't understand why you wouldn't just consider taking off Loftus-Cheek and then throwing on Chukwueze, put Pulisic in the middle, put Chukwueze on the right. Him and Leao can cause havoc. Okafor can drop in as well. You've got 4 players that always complement each other, but God forbid us getting us what we want.
I fed him, by the way.
All right, good man.
Sorry. I fed the cat. that was my announcement.
Do
you want a glass? Do you want to pour a glass? Do you want to pour a glass? I am, but I need some wine. I'll just say to people. I don't know what you got. What wine did you get? People want to know. Steph's drinking some Gavi, which is very nice. Malbec.
That's
yeah, we're having burgers.
Oh, Mother Half's having Malbec as well. No, he's having.
Oi. Big up
the Malbs. Malbeca.
We've got Finca Lalande.
What? Finca Lalande?
Organic Malbec.
Organic Malbec.
Hey, Steph, maybe this should become just the wine show. Just talk about wine.
Malbec Argentina vibes. No San is loving it. I think he's like, we might get more.
We'll get way more viewers if we're talking about
wines. What? Yeah, wine tasting whilst watching fucking Milan. You go through all the motions. That was really good for most of that. Unless the wine's like deceiving that. That was a really good touch.
Yeah, that was actually a lovely touch. But where's it going?
Come on, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's get the fucking goal.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Do you know what annoys me about Pulisic? Pulisic has no. Do you know what Pulisic needs to be led in every way. Like, I don't imagine Pulisic just going, "Come on, guys."
I can, and everyone else is like, no one else could understand him. He'd be like,
"Yeah,
come on,
like,
get back, defend."
Joseph.
Fucking Sportiello, mate. What a save from Sportiello. Who needs fucking Mike Mangalan? I'm joking.
I told you, Sportiello is brilliant.
Look at that save.
He's been fantastic.
Top tier.
Also, bear in mind, this is a keeper who's probably played like 3 games this season because, ironically, this has been Mike's fittest season in terms of like number of games played for us. Sportiello's been fucking wicked. He's been wicked today.
Yeah, he has been good.
If Adley kicked Pioli,
he's a competent goalkeeper. When we signed him, I was like, finally, we've actually got like a number 2 that I could say is like top tier. Go Okafor. Oh, unlucky lad.
Yeah.
The difference is when Okafor cuts between the lines, you could say the defender's backing up a little bit. When Giroud cuts between the lines, he's backing up into the defender because they're like, right, you ain't gonna fucking run at me, are you? That was a great, safe save. Low as well. It could be a difficult one. Mike would just stand there and be like, there's nothing I can do. It's low. I can't reach down that low.
Now, Sportiello's got really good reactions. He is very cat-like, like you said earlier. Like even in his like limbs, he's got quite long limbs.
I hope he gets a clean sheet though, because he's like he has done well tonight.
I said sell Mike and keep Sportiello. It doesn't seem like a bad thing now. Yeah, I don't think Sportiello can be relied on in the big games.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Nor does he seem a keeper that's like unhappy to like.
Yeah, agreed.
Like,
he's gone from Atalanta to Milan. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. He's Italian.
He's on a decent salary. He's 31 years old. He's happy just to kind of get them games. Unfortunately, he did get injured, so he did miss the games he was supposed to get, and then Mirante had to pick them up for him. But I think he's a competent backup, and we need that. Other Juve and Inter, Napoli as well. They've got backups who are just as competent as well. So
I'm annoyed at how good Jan Sommer's been at like 35.
But
he's been really good.
He'll eventually creep on a bit.
How many shots on? Does anyone know the stats? I could have a look, but I don't want to move the ticker, to be honest. I don't think we've had more than 1 shot on target. I don't think we forced a save from Szczesny, have we? Outside the Loftus-Cheek shot, but that was technically off target. Let me know, guys.
No, I don't think we've done like.
Yeah, zero shots on target.
Juve, I mean, despite Juve playing like absolute like boring dog shit, they get the better efforts because they're inviting us to press because they're sitting.
They are at home as well. Let's be honest, so they are going to be a bit more expansive, but that's not saying a lot for this Juve side. Milik is. How's Milik like? Oh. Milik's one of those weird Serie A strikers. Mike is a luxury keeper. He's amazing, sure, but since we don't have money, he's probably the one we can make the most money out of. Yeah, agreed. I think we've all come to the conclusion that Mike is the sellable top asset.
I think you have to. With 2 years left on his deal, he's no closer to renewing. I think you sell him, after the Euros. Let him go do some bits with France. Hopefully, he can stay fucking fit for once and actually play the competition. But let him build his profile up, and then you sell him afterwards. Because you don't need a keeper doesn't need to integrate into the squad that much, that fast. I think we can get that signing, the replacement for Mike done in July or maybe early August.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I trust Sportiello for the first, let's say, 4 or 5 games while the new keeper gets integrated as well. I think that's a really good shout, Steph. So I think you're right. I think we try and get maximum value out of Mike and just get him going. It's a shame because he really was special for us and he is a top keeper in the world, but the injury record, I think he's been really bad, very mistake heavy this season. And I don't think he's mentally part of the project. I think he's checked out. I do.
I think Mike is a really top tier keeper, and I think if we ever sell him, and we might likely sell him summer, I think he'll go on to win some trophies with the club he goes to, because the club that's signing him is going to be a bigger club. So I don't think we should be sitting here going, oh yeah, we're going to sell him at the right time. We will sell him at the right time. Doesn't mean necessarily his career is going to get worse or he's not going to win anything. So be prepared for that situation, However, the reason why I say it's the right time is because we cannot carry that salary. We cannot renew him. We cannot see him go out on a free because we need to get some money for him. We need to learn from the Gigio situation. We need to get some money for that to reinvest into this squad. This cannot be the situation we saw with Çalhanoğlu, with Kessie, with Donnarumma. We need to sell at the right time. And he doesn't look any closer to signing that extension. So then sell. And nor does, I also can sit here and go is he equally worth 7 million euros a year, 6 million euros? I just don't think so. I don't think we can carry that salary.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm going to die. Oh, lucky lad. The keeper, if your keeper's on that salary, he's winning you games. Yeah, it was your keeper's winning you games by the fact he's keeping out goals, and he's not doing that. And we've seen a slight decline from last season as well. So I don't know. It might be the right time to pivot and just make the sale.
Is a draw against Juve actually a bad result?
This is
no.
Shit.
But it's the performance again. It's the performance.
It's the way. It's the nature of it. It's the nature of it.
Yeah.
It's the nature of it. It's the nature of it.
But these are both just sides that are just bereft of any idea, identity. Either of them.
You'd argue what you even playing for, and
the two biggest teams in Italy by a long way, and they both look just flat, just completely flat. Oh, fucking hell.
I'd argue we have more to prove out of this game though, because it's more the fact that we just, what we just saw the last couple of weeks. You'd think these players want to prove something, prove that they still care.
No, I agree, but I knew that the team would be like that because we discussed at the start they're mentally weak. Whether that's from the manager or a bit from themselves doesn't matter. These guys don't care. Ironically, this is what annoys me. Sorry, Steph. Ironically, this is what annoys me about the Leao comments. I think he's one of the few ones that does give a shit, even though he doesn't run. I actually think he cares. I think he's there I want to score. I don't see that from a lot of the other players, but I see it from Leao, even though he doesn't run.
Loftus-Cheek is down. Loftus-Cheek is down. Almost looks like he can't carry on.
Brilliant.
He's pulled up for a cramp. One would think that Chukwueze would naturally come on for him. However, I have the sneaky feeling that he's got Pobega warming up. Let's see.
Oh, don't. Oh yeah, Brian, 100%. RLC is out for the season. I think you're 100%. Big ambulance your way or something.
Yeah, it's
I feel sorry for Chukwueze. I really do. Can we also put in perspective? Chukwueze has scored, I think, 2 of the most important goals for us this season as well, in terms of actually progressing in European competitions.
Oh yeah.
And yet he's still.
He's got someone warming up. Is that Chuk?
No, Ruben's all right. I don't think he'll be out for the season.
I can see someone. Yeah, he's fine. He's cramped, but he's got someone warming up.
Who's coming?
Moose is coming off.
Thank fuck.
For Bartezaghi and Zeroli for Loftus-Cheek. So he's tapping.
Is that a joke? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh wow, clap! Oh wow.
Kevin Zeroli. Fair play.
Oi, my man. He's my Hullet regen. Come on.
Hullet regen.
And it's not just because.
And Chuk's coming on as well.
Oh, Loftus has gone back office. Loftus has gone straight to the infirmary room. I don't know if you saw that.
I think Chukwueze might be coming off for Pulisic though. Yeah, Pulisic.
Did you see that?
Yeah, but it might just be to check him out. I think he's pulled up for a cramp or something, and then they need to check him out.
Pulisic, you were absolutely awful today. Sorry, mate, but you were.
The Americans have come off.
I just don't think they got that big game mentality, the Yanks.
Well, it should be over 10 minutes. We get to see a bit of Zeroli and Bartezaghi, which is good. And Chuk and Okafor.
And Chuk, yeah.
Which is quite nice. This is the stuff I kind of like, you know what? I'd rather watch this because I'm like, give me a bit of something I haven't seen before the season. Like the new signings that haven't been given enough time, and the Primavera who are showing good potential. Like this actually is what gets Milan fans off their seats a little bit because it's like, this is kind of a sign of what's potentially to come, not what we tried before and failed. So
I love Zeroli. I actually love Zeroli.
He's got a really good build for a player of his age.
I just like how he carries himself.
I mean, that assist he got the other day in the semi-final was incredible.
He's actually a baller, and he's a Milanista who's renewed. He's a player that we need to be integrating into this side. So well done, Pioli, for that. Long time coming, but well done. That's it. Chin chin. Salute.
I'm out. I need a refill, but yeah. Oh, Barte. Good header, lad.
That's actually really nice. Good choice. Chuck's hair looks like some kind of chocolate candy or something smokable. He's got that.
I'm joking.
He's got that loud flavors hair. He's got that. That's funny. During the Primavera, I watched Zeroli. He looked like a foot taller than him. Mate, Zeroli is honestly, Steve. Zeroli's got a big future as long as he's played and integrated properly. He really does.
Sporty, good bow, good catch, good catch. It's all right. We've seen it out.
Yeah, mate, you're about 5 seconds ahead of me. It's annoying.
Yeah. On that note,
let's get. Jesus. What a 0-0. Oh, Rebecca.
Yes.
Could you take the chips out of the fridge, the fries? I've cut them up. There's a dish with fries.
Get out. What the fuck happened there?
You'll see them with the foil on top. Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's fumbled that, Sporty. Nah, they've asked for a handball, but it's just hit Chow in the face.
Yeah, it's not handball.
Go on, Chow. Go on, lad. Get that 50 mil for us in the summer. It's moments like that, Lorenzo. Prem clubs will be looking, and Bayern Munich will be looking, going, "Oh my god, it's gone." They've had another chance on goal there. Sportiello knows that was a big moment as well.
Oh my god.
It was that Milik.
Yeah.
Arcadius.
Jesus.
That's a really cool first name, isn't it? Arcadius.
Yeah.
Not enough people talk about that. Arcadius.
That should have been a goal, actually.
Shoulda, coulda.
Milik was good. Going into this match, I knew that one team couldn't attack and the other couldn't defend. Didn't we know we're the ones who couldn't attack? Yeah, well said.
By the way, we're the ones that can't fucking defend either.
I don't think either team can do anything, really.
Yeah.
We're just watching, like, two rubbish sides.
He's been better.
Juve have been better, yeah. But that's not saying a lot.
We trash. Go on, Zeroli.
Yeah, we've had no shots on target.
Unlucky Zeroli.
What do you think? Has Bremer been good? I really haven't watched Juve much this season.
I don't know. I just look at their back three and they're just like, I can't tell the difference. They're just like these three random, like they're solid, but like no one stands out because they do the same things as each other. They just don't press high and they just clear the lines, and it's quite boring. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, though, I rate players that tuck their shirt in there. So anyone who tucks their shirt in is a baller. Bremer does that. It's a fact. It's a fact, mate. Any player who tucks their shirt in, baller, certified baller.
I mean, Sailor used to do that shit, but it's facts.
Rodri does it. Baller. Yeah.
Good pressing. Come on, get that ball back.
I like a player with the tucked in shirt. I think it looks smart. Wine question. Oh, here we go. This is what we want to know, David. Is it just me, but I find it so odd when I see people drinking white wine with ice cubes?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It is bad. It is bad. They do it in Spain.
What?
But the Spanish don't know about wine. Totally out of context, but what are your opinions on Stefan Lichtsteiner? What the fuck? Why are you asking that, Steve? What, the Swiss Juve fullback? I don't know. I mean, he was all right, I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty
Odd
good.
question, Steve. He was good. Like, he won a lot of titles under Juve, so he was a hell of a lot better than Ricardo Rodriguez in the same era. I can tell you that for free. Yeah, I don't know. It's an odd question, that.
I mean, they're looking like the most likely to score. I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
yeah, I mean, mate, we've not had one shot on target. Of course they are. Of course they're looking more likely to score.
Like Allegri's like size. They go through these phases of just like, all right, we'll just sit back. You have possession. You can't break us down. But now they're looking like they're all over us. Not all over us, but they're looking obviously more likely to score. But we're boxing a little bit here. But it's kind of crazy, man. And then you think about like
memory unlocked.
Allegri's a shit coach, but like we're still fucking making so much trouble for this game that we need to.
Steve, mate, you're on some madness today with these memories.
Wait. Pure memory unlock. Purely spent the round 16 match against Celtic in 2013, wrestling Gary Cooper to the ground. Never got, but yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was He was in the corners, and then the English press was giving him a lot of shit. But that's not fair. He should be sent off by now. It's almost if they haven't heard about like actual like old school defending.
Wow, we've literally look at our attempts, 0 on target. Jesus. Another game, Milan has no shot on goal. Yeah.
Indeed.
Freaking
Come on.
hell. Just honestly blow the whistle. No, neither
This
team deserves.
is the best chance we can actually have to score, and them actually attacking us.
Yeah, off the counter.
Yeah.
This game has been so dead.
Yeah. It's a draw.
Do you know what? Every single game like this is going to be for us now to the end of the season, guys. In terms of like uninspiring. Yeah, okay, Juve are a better team on paper than a lot of sides we've got left. We haven't got many hard games left on paper. But we ain't going to be inspired. There's not going to be beautiful passages of play. I just don't see it.
I'd give like... I mean, this is where like, if we're going to see out Pioli, I think the management should be like, play some Primavera players, play the young, like play Chukwueze, play Okafor, man. Like, just come on, man. Just let some other players have a chance.
Agreed. People are pissed with Leao when he's literally, we've been through this iron cut.
Yeah, 100% iron cut. Yeah.
You're spot on.
Anyone who's willing to try actually take on a man, everyone else is fucking going through the motions.
I can't believe we haven't had a shot on target. Is Giroud still? No, Giroud's off. Yeah, of course he is. Good. Yeah, I don't know why Abate doesn't get a shout. I'd love to have seen Abate on the touchline for a few games. Do you know what I mean?
At the same time, I don't think it's like he's doing some good stuff with the Primavera. Let him see out the season that he's like helped design, like kind of like because then like what then happens to Abate at the end of the season? We then replace him for who is then supposed to be the first team coach, and then he then goes back to the Primavera. It's kind of a bit like misleading. I think you just basically say, I mean, Christ, you don't have to fuck up anyone. Like have Pioli. Like his regen, the guy who looks like him was the number 2. Let him just see out the season.
No,
I don't
man.
know. No, what's the point of putting Abate there?
Maybe, but I don't see it like that. I think we're just. But at the same time, what's the point of having Pioli if he's a dead man walking?
No, don't get me wrong.
I don't get
like,
that either.
If the Primavera, like it's not the same as like when Brocchi took over after Gattuso, where it was. I remember that season, like because Berlusconi just wanted someone just to see out the season, The Primavera was like dog shit back then. This Primavera is good, and they got to the final of the Europe. Like Abate taking over the senior side doesn't. It basically like let him see out his own season that it's been quite successful for him. Let him see out the kids that he's helped build. Like him taking over the last 6 games for this Milan side and then having to then go back to that Primavera side. It's just a bit like. I don't know. I think that's a bit unfair, but also at the same time,
I get that,
Pioli
but also can't. But like, I also see it like it would be a bit of a reward in a way, like have a shot. I don't know.
I personally like if you just like throw Daniele Bonera, just throw the fucking Bonera there.
Yeah.
Like. On.
Oh,
we've won a corner. We've won a corner with 20 seconds to go. This could be it, Lorenzo. This could be it. We are the most. We've scored the most corner goals in Serie A. Zeroli back post, or something like that.
Bicycle kick, like on FIFA. You reckon, Steph? You reckon this is it, mate?
Dreams.
Our set pieces are.
Florenzi,
man.
He's taking the corner.
I reckon Florenzi's going to try and whip it in.
He's not going to make it past first.
That's from the
truth. Oh, punched it out by Szczesny. Come on, keep it alive. Ref's going to blow the whistle. Yeah, game over. 0-0, guys. 0-0. Sportiello gets a clean sheet. That's probably the only good story to come out of today.
What a boring match. I'm so glad this is on at 5 o'clock, so I can actually have a nice evening and watch a film and not have this game being my whole Saturday night. To be honest, guys, thanks for joining. I'm only going to stay on for 5 more minutes, Steph. By the way, because I'm going to make dinner. But we'll stay on till 7 o'clock, guys. So I mean, we've spoken about it in detail. It's been an enjoyable stream. It's been like a bit of a debrief, but it's also where do we go from this point? It's like. We're 5 points ahead of Juve. We've got 4 games left after this. Hey, Teresa, 4 games left? 4 games left.
Yeah.
4 games
depressing.
left. We're 5 points ahead of second. I reckon 3 more wins. 3 more wins guarantees us second place. That's it. That's all we've got to play for, in my opinion.
Probably.
We're not playing any of the teams near us. We've only got maybe two wins. At this point, I'm looking more forward to the watch-alongs than the games. Big up, Steve. Thank you. Ali says, Pat are going on here. The football's nothing short of terrorism. Yeah, it's just dead. Let's have a look at our remaining fixtures quickly, guys, before we head off. I'll be just interested to see.
I think we've got Cagliari, Salernitana, Torino. Genoa.
So we have next match is Genoa, Cagliari, then it's Torino's, Salernitana. That's it.
That's 4 games. Yeah, 4 games left. Yeah.
Yep, that's it. I think we get 2 wins, not 3. I meant 2 wins will guarantee us second. I believe, because we're not playing any of the teams near us, so it won't really affect us. We just need to. There's no 6-pointers basically that will affect us, and this game meant nothing because it's a draw. So, 2 more wins. I think we'll get second. Let's have a look at Juve's fixtures because they're the only team that I think can catch us realistically. What are Juve's fixtures? Because I think they've got a slightly harder run in, if I remember correctly. Juve have got Roma, also Salernitana. Oh, they've got a much harder fixture list. Look at that. Roma. Okay, Salernitana will be a win. Atalanta and Bologna. Yeah,
that's Coppa Italia, though, isn't it? That's Coppa
Oh,
Italia.
is it? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Sorry.
But Bologna, though, that's probably the hardest game.
Atalanta, they've got is their last one, and Atalanta will want to win that because they are they're playing very well.
At this fucking rate, Bologna are going to catch us up.
Nah, I don't see that. Should we have a look at Bologna's fixtures quickly then? What Bologna's saying? I don't think they will because Bologna are 2 points below. They're 7 points below us. So they've got Udinese, which will be a tough game. Torino, Napoli, Juve.
No, I guess not. Yeah.
Genoa. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, we should be locking down second place.
We should be. It's only Juve that have a chance, but their running's harder than ours.
Interesting news about CDK, actually, just before we finish the stream. There's some news coming out about, obviously, Atalanta are probably going to likely to sign him outright. But there's some news about Premier League sides being after CDK. So, obviously, we make the profit on it. Well, we make the money back in a sense of if when Atalanta sign him, but there's also the 10% sell-on fee that Atalanta have to give us if they do sell on CDK. So I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled. There might be a little bit extra money coming into our pockets if a Premier League side goes for CDK this summer, or even any other sort of window. But interesting that he's had a good season, obviously, and it's not in the Premier League side's nature to go after a player who's had a good season. So, whether Atalanta go and sell him on a profit, I don't know what that might be. If they try to send for 40, 50 mil, who knows? We'd make 10% off that, but so interesting.
Yeah, a little bit of discussion going on in the comments between Brian and Marcus there. A little bit of
they're beefing.
They're beefing.
Guys,
let's not let Pioli get into our heads, yeah? It's all love here.
Where is the love?
It's all love. Where is the love?
Peace.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us both. It's an absolute pleasure to do these watch-alongs, and I'm so happy that we're having good feedback and you're enjoying it. We're going to try and ramp it up a bit more for next season. We'll get some plans in, maybe new graphics and things like that. Watch this space. Obviously, the last 4 games. I don't know how many more watch-alongs we'll do. Probably a couple more. We'll have to see what availability we have. This was the last big game we had. I also don't think the performances are going to be anything to write home about. But if we can get on and chat about Milan more, and you guys want it, we'll be here. Pleasure. Enjoy your pasta, Steph. Enjoy it.
It's been a good time, guys. Despite the fact that that game was forgettable, to say the least. Have a great weekend, everyone around the world, whoever's tuning in, and only 4 more games to see out and then we'll see.
Forza Milan.
And then we'll be under the Lopetegui. Forza Milan.
Thanks.
We'll be under the Lopetegui era. That's what's
Lopetegui, yeah.
Lopetegui. I'm never gonna pronounce his name right. I don't care. Yeah.
We have no Spanish players, do we? We have no Spanish players, so no, we don't. Brahim was the.
We don't know.
No, we do. We have Jimenez.
Oh,
yeah. Lopetegui will have Jimenez as the new star man. All right, guys. Forza Milan. Yeah. Loppy Pasta era. Lovely. Loppy. All right. All the best. See you next time, guys. Ciao, ciao.